Hi everyone, this is Ed the Locksmith. Today I'm going to talk to you about F021 Ford Tibbe locks, how to pick and open them, and explain a bit about the locks. Now these locks are obviously most commonly found in Fords, from Mark 6, Mark 7 Transits, Ford KAs, Escorts, Focuses, all early 2000s. Inside the lock there are little discs with little cutouts on the top of them. When you turn them all to the right position, it allows the lock to turn. So it's the same concept as any other lock. Now, with this lock, anything will lock it, but it's got to be the right way for it to unlock. Now, I haven't picked this lock before I've had it, so this will be an experience, because I don't know what it's like. It's again out of a breaker's yard, and you know what they're like. They've been there for yonks, and they will cause issues with rust and dirt and everything else. So on this pick, it's a Tibbe pick. Also, you can see we've got numbers down here, and on the end we've got these little bits, and this pin in the bottom holds them all in place. I'll pull it out a little bit. Not all the way, because it just fell out. So as you can see here, they freely spin, and obviously that simulates the discs in the lock. The key, that turns the discs in the lock. So if I slide the pin back in gradually, there we go, she's back in. The first step is to always put it in the lock, all the way in. We take the pin out, and then we turn all of these all the way, like so. Now, some people say you've got to turn them back and start picking. Some people pick from this position. I prefer picking from this position, just out of ease. These two, which don't go anywhere, these are the ones that are basically binding, so they're always stuck in place quite firm. This is where we apply tension, so we give them a little turn. Again, with tension on these is a bit weird, because sometimes they're hard, sometimes they're soft, in my opinion. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes these do not touch the discs properly, which again leads to issues, so we give it a little movement up, down, back and forth, whatever, just try and feel the tension on it. So like that's right here, you can feel how scrubby it is. So you turn it once and it's like, oh, and then you got a little wiggle. But then the one with the wiggle that is obviously more so, that is the right position. And then we got to do this for all of them, about there, I reckon. I don't personally clean these locks or practice on any of these locks before I put them on you. Sorry, I'm concentrating at the same time. I don't practice on these locks before I do anything, because I don't think it's fair. Double checking my work. It feels like she wanted to go. Something's not quite right there, but we'll work it out. Yeah, I don't practice on these locks because this one's a bit scrubby. There you go. Ta-da. Now, personally, I don't practice. Sorry, I'll stop that bit again. Sorry, I don't practice on these locks before I put them on. I like to keep a realistic expectation of you don't know what you're going to get. And it's right for me to clean out, do it a million times and make it look so easy. But realistically, that isn't part of the game. We learn as we go as locksmiths. It's never straightforward. Like, for example, I can decode this it may still be wrong because it's a very, very, very worn out lock. And we can do our best to guess the positions, you know, make sure it's on point, but sometimes it's wrong and we've got to go by other means then to try and work out how what the code would be, the key code. And sometimes these locks will spin, the binding pin, you think, oh wow, that's broke, it's just spinning, what can I do? And there'll be plenty of other little problems to occur down the line for you. From my experience, I love doing these locks. I've had a few issues with my picker broken. It's always worth picking up a good one that is stress tested. I got mine from a company and they tested it, I think, to 128 pounds of turning force, which is a lot. And if it breaks, it doesn't pass the test, and they don't put it on sale. But then they do cheap ones too from China or whatever, like mine is right now. This is a cheap one. My good one's in the van. This one sometimes does a better job for me because I have more room to play with, but me and you pick them up anyway. And they do the job, but they're not great. You get what you pay for in this game. So I will next show you how to decode it. It's rather easy, right? So when you turn it like this, I know I'm doing this at an awkward angle, I'm not going to put this bit on video. So you push these all the way down. And then if I take it out for you, actually I'll just show it on video, why not? We've gone this far and may as well make it a very in-depth video. Okay, got to splice this bit back in because I made a mistake on the last one. Basically, you couldn't see the numbers on the pick after I'd done it to decode and show everyone. So on here we've got numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. We've explained this earlier on, but we push all of these to the side of the way we picked it to decode it correctly. So for example, now on here we have number 4 going down to, it's in between a little bit of 2 and 3. So I would cut 2 on this one because I can always cut off, I can never add. So I can always cut to a 3 later. Then I would go to a 1, and then I believe that's a 2, a 3, and a 4, and that's what I would cut to start with. And I got to thank everyone for watching. I really hope my videos are helpful to everyone. If there's anything you'd like to see, please put in the comment. I will also put a poll up. If no one votes, I will just do a random one. I do have a bit of a treat in store. My friend Andrew, I give him a board that he's graciously loaned me back, pardon me, and I will be using that to pick a wide variety of locks. So thank you for watching, and if there's anything you need help, advice or anything like that, please put in the chat, send me a private message, put in comments, I don't know, just do whatever. Just thank you for watching. If there's anything else you'd like to see, please let me know. Please do subscribe though, because I would like to get out there that I can start doing some live streams while I'm on the job. I can show you from picking the lock to decoding the lock to programming the key, the complete process.